I used to over-explain everything. If someone asked why I couldn't make it to something, I'd give them my entire schedule, 3 reasons, and an apology. If a coworker questioned my decision, I'd spend 10 minutes justifying it with data and backup plans. I thought explaining myself made me seem reasonable and thoughtful, but then I noticed something. The more I explained, the less people respected my decisions. They'd push back, question more, and try to change my mind, like my reasons were up for negotiation. So I tried an experiment. For 21 days, I stopped explaining myself. No justifications, no long stories, no over-apologizing. Just clear, simple statements, and what happened shocked me. People started taking me seriously. Here's what nobody tells you about over-explaining. It signals insecurity. When you give 5 reasons for your decision, you're basically saying, I'm not sure about this, so let me convince you. It invites debate. Strong people don't need to justify themselves. They make decisions and communicate them clearly. That's it. A Harvard study even found that people who speak with certainty are seen as more competent, even when they're wrong. Your words matter less than how you deliver them. On day 1, I was invited to a party I didn't want to go to. Normally, I'd ramble about being tired and busy. This time I just said, I can't make it, but thanks for the invite. After a brief silence, they just said, okay, no problem. No follow-up questions, no guilt trip. They just accepted it. I realized I'd been creating unnecessary drama by over-explaining. Day 3, my boss asked why I chose a certain approach. The old me would have launched into a detailed defense. The new me said, I believe this was the most efficient path forward. He just nodded and moved on. That's when it hit me. Confident answers shut down doubt. When you explain too much, people think you're trying to convince yourself, not them. By week 2, something really shifted at work. I stopped justifying every decision in meetings. When challenged, I'd simply say, I think this is the right approach. At first, it felt awkward, like I was being dismissive. But then I noticed people stopped challenging me as much. They started trusting my judgment because I was trusting it first. You see, other people mirror your confidence. If you seem unsure, they'll be unsure. If you're solid, they'll accept it. Then a family member tested a boundary. They asked for a favor I couldn't do. I said, I'm not going to be able to do that. They pushed, why not? The old me would have given reasons they could argue with. The new me calmly said, it doesn't work for me. They pushed again, but I just repeated, it doesn't work for me. The conversation ended. Here's the lesson. When you give reasons, people try to solve them. I'm too busy becomes, what if I help? But it doesn't work for me is final. There's nothing to negotiate. You're not asking for permission, you're stating a fact. By week 3, people were treating me differently. My opinions carried more weight. Friends stopped trying to talk me out of my decisions. My boss stopped micromanaging me. It wasn't because I was being rude, but because I was being clear. I wasn't leaving room for debate. Respect isn't earned by being nice. It's earned by being clear and consistent about your boundaries. When you constantly explain yourself, you're signaling that your boundaries are flexible. You're training people to push. On day 21, someone asked why I'd been different lately. I almost explained the whole experiment, but then I caught myself and just said, I'm working on being more direct. They replied, I've noticed. It's good. That's when I knew this wasn't just a 21-day experiment. This was my new way of communicating. Most people over-explain because they fear conflict, seek approval, or feel they owe everyone a detailed report of their life. You don't. You owe people honesty, but not your entire thought process. After 21 days, I felt lighter. My relationships improved. My confidence grew. And I got my time back from pointless conversations. So here's a challenge for you. For the next 7 days, stop explaining yourself. When you say no, just say no. When you make a decision, state it clearly. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but you're not being rude, you're being clear. And clarity is one of the most respectful things you can offer. The people who matter will appreciate it. The ones who don't are usually the ones who are benefiting from your uncertainty. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, give it a like and subscribe for more.